There are way too many overly complicated health philosophies out there. People are wondering about carbs, about fats, about protein, about this diet, about that diet. But in reality, the most successful people that I've studied and many of my students, they just focus on a few key principles. In fact, I would argue it comes down to just 3 words that I'm going to show you in today's video. Now, these 3 words are the success behind Richard Branson, behind media empires like Oprah, and even professional athletes and the world's best athletes and Olympians like Michael Jordan and many others. In fact, these 3 words are so effective. If you truly understood them, you would never, ever, ever buy a health or diet book again. So what are they? When you analyze and study the masters, the people that are most successful in their craft, the Oprahs, the Da Vincis, the Einsteins, the Darwins, you notice that they work on their craft daily. When you look at interviews with Richard Branson, he talks about his daily philosophy of working out. He says it adds 3 or 4 hours of productivity to every single day. When you hear about Michael Jordan's story, you hear how he was cut from his high school basketball team and then rigorously, daily practiced his shots, his drills, his layups, and everything to get better at his craft. And in Oprah's struggle, going from a broken childhood to where she is now, you hear about the daily struggle, the daily desire, the burning desire to figure it out and make it happen in her own life. So this top secret philosophy, the philosophy behind succeeding at anything, in particular your health and weight loss and all these kinds of things you're trying to improve, is something every day. So check this out. In 2004, a study was done in the Journal of Behavioral Nutrition, and they wanted to analyze these success strategies of people that succeeded at losing weight versus those that did not. Now they analyzed 5 daily behaviors or habits, which I want you to ignore. Ignore all of them, but here's what they were. So planning meals. 35.9% of the people that succeeded to keep weight off did it versus 24.9% that failed. Tracking calories. 17.7% that succeeded did it versus the 8.8% that did not succeed. Tracking fat intake. 16.4% in the success group versus 6.6% in the failure group. Measuring the food on the plate at each meal. 15.9% in the success group versus 6.7% in the failure group. And then weighing themselves daily. 20.3% in the success group versus 11% in the failure group. Now, I want you to ignore every single one of those things because you don't need to weigh yourself daily, you don't need to track fat, you don't need to track calories. But did you understand the commonality among all these principles? Here's what they all did. Something every day. That is the secret. So in fact, it didn't matter that they tracked calories, it didn't matter that they weighed themselves daily, it didn't matter that they tracked fat. What mattered was that they did one key principle every single day. So rather than being overwhelmed and wondering what you should actually be doing each day, focus on 1 or a few key principles, definitely less than 5, and do something every day. It does not have to be a lot. Let me show you just exactly how tiny habits can result in huge differences over time. So let's look at 3 tiny habits. Cooking twice a week, doing yoga 20 minutes a day, only 4 days a week, and then walking 10 minutes a day, 7 days a week. If you think this stuff is not that powerful, doesn't create results, check this out. If you cooked 2 meals a week, after 1 year, you would have cooked 104 home-cooked meals. Now realistically, if each of your meals were only 10 calories less than what you ate out at a restaurant, that would be 10,500 fewer calories that year. Realistically, what you're eating when you cook is about 30 to 50% less. So you're talking about tens of thousands of fewer calories. After 5 years, that would be 520 meals. And after 10 years, that would be 1,040 meals. You're looking at 100,000, a couple 100,000 fewer calories over the course of 10 years. Now what about the yoga? 20 minutes a day, 4 times a week. Doesn't really seem that much, right? You could easily do that. And you may think it may not produce dramatic changes in your life. But hear me out. After 1 year, you would have clocked in 4,160 minutes of yoga. After 5 years, you would have clocked in 20,800 minutes. And after 10 years, you're looking at 41,600 minutes of yoga. Now, I don't know about you, but chances are your body and your health is going to look really different with that much time invested. And that's only 20 minutes a day, 4 times a week. Now, what about walking 10 minutes a day? Something we often hear we should do. We can't find the time because we think we have to clock in 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes. But even 10 minutes a day matters, and here's how. After 1 year, that's 3,650 minutes of walking. After 5 years, 18,250 minutes. And after 10 years, 36,500 minutes. So little things really do add up. So before you go, I want you to leave a comment below and tell me what your one tiny thing is you're going to start doing every single day. Something every day is the key philosophy behind every success story, from health to fitness to success to financial to pursuing your passion, living your dream, whatever it is. Just do something little every single day. Now before you go, this is very important. Would you like me to personally help you lose 20, 30, or 40 pounds in the next 90 days? So you and I together are going to come up with a custom weight loss plan to look how you want to look, feel how you want to feel, and make that happen in the next 90 days. Now, if this sounds like something you're interested in, below this video is going to be a link. Click the link and that's going to bring you to a page. When you read the page, it's basically going to talk about, what's going on here. You can see if it's a good fit for us. It'll also help you figure out whether or not you think this is going to be able to help you achieve your goals faster or better in some way. So go ahead, click the link below the video. That's going to bring you to this form. And the form will make you realize, yeah, I'm qualified for this, or no, I'm not really qualified for this. If you are, at the end is going to be a survey. Click the survey, leave your info, and if I think we're a good fit for each other, I will contact you shortly.